If CRA asks you to upload documents, the fastest way to lose time is by uploading either too many documents or uploading the right documents but in a messy way. In this video, I'm going to explain what to upload, what not to upload, and the best, cleanest submission format in order to get these closed faster. This video is about CRA audit requests, okay? The style, the letters that they send you, the package that you need to create. So you want to give CRA the correct information. You don't want to give them too much. You don't want it to be a mess for them, and you don't want to give them too little. You want the exact thing that they're looking for, okay? Most of the time, these CRA audits come from either, one or two things. Generally, it's either going to be you're randomly selected, or the second thing is you have been selected through a red flag in their database. And if it's the second one, they're generally just looking for proof of whatever that red flag is. So let's say, you had a big donation or a big medical expense, then they're going to ask you to send in the donation tax receipt and the medical expense receipt that you paid, who it was for, what it was for, etc. So the best thing you can do is make sure you have a concise, clear document package that has all the details that is necessary for them to quickly review your document and to make sure that everything goes as planned. So you want to make sure when you get the letter, you review the tax year that they're looking for. Maybe you had donations over a couple years, but you want to make sure the one that you send is for the correct year and for the correct amount. You want to notice deadlines, okay? So the CRA has a deadline in the letter. They're going to say, please get back to us by X date. And if not, they might continue and just give you a notice of reassessment. They won't include the donation tax credit. And when you are looking at these letters, you do want to review what you actually sent in, okay? Because maybe you sent in the wrong thing. Remember though, it's up to you to make sure that you give them the right information. So if you're ever unsure about what they're asking for, what they're sending, there's generally a agent assigned to you and to your case, so you can just give them a call. If you give them a call, they're going to help explain everything about what it is they're looking for, the case, and just in general, what it is they need from you. And, every case is different, and they're very good with, deadlines as well, in terms of if you are unable to meet their deadline request, you can ask them to extend it, and generally it's no problem. So when you're uploading, make sure you look at these four key details. One of the things that's really important is making sure that it matches exactly what's on your tax return. The date, amount, recipient, purpose, all of these things have to be put in your package, okay? These are all things that, the CRA wants to have and wants to verify in the first place, okay? So if you don't have the correct information on the return, you're sending them something else, they might actually reject whatever it is that you sent and might cause more further delays. Now, the best way you go about dealing with the CRA is by making things organized for them, okay? The more organized it is for them to read, the more concise it is, the better it will go. If you send them a big mess of files, maybe you send them multiple PDFs, it'll just cause problems. Create a cover letter, have attachments that make sense. If you're gonna have an Excel document, make sure you number the receipts in order in your PDF, okay? Remember, you don't wanna have random bank statements. You wanna have the correct documentations. You don't wanna have incomplete screenshots. One thing I do wanna say is you also wanna make sure you don't send them the exact official receipt. You can just photocopy it and send it to them. In case you lose the official receipt in the mail or something like that, then you will not be able to actually it'll be rejected because you might lose. If it's lost, you won't have the official receipt. So use a clear file name. You want to make sure if it's donations they're asking for, you can just say donations 2025, 2024, whatever year it is, .pdf. When you don't ever mail, you won't email them. You should just send it and submit it on their website online. Again, if you can't meet their deadlines, contact your CRA agent, ask for another one, tell them why it is you can't. Maybe you're outside, you know, traveling. Totally understandable. They're very good with deadline extensions. They'll give you an extra few weeks, maybe perhaps a month, for you to get back to them, okay? And make sure you document all the details when you are on the call with them. Once you submit to the CRA, you have to patiently wait on what they say. You can give them a call and ask the agent if they received your submission. They won't tell you what they determined when they're closing your case. You're gonna have to wait for either the notice of assessment or notice of reassessment to see what it was that they decided. If you do get reassessed, you can always file an objection. It is more tedious and it can cause more delays and problems. So hopefully everything that you sent in is correct, concise, easy to read, and they won't cause you any further problems, okay? So making sure after submission you're staying patient, you can reach out to them, but you don't have to worry anymore about that, you know. Of course, if they want anything else from you, they're going to contact you again. So you don't have to worry about that, okay? So yeah, the best things you can do is making sure that you're not just using photos, you're doing photocopies, and you're doing the best you can to make their lives easier. If you are filing your income tax return, I do suggest using Wealthsimple. You can click the link in the description. You get $25 if you fund your account, which is really great. So Wealthsimple is the one that I use and that I find to be the easiest one. Okay. Again, one last thing, just to wrap up and summarize everything that we talked about. You want to upload generally only one file, maybe 2 files maximum if you're going to have an Excel in there, with only the claim that they're asking for. Don't over submit, don't over analyze everything. They're just looking for whatever is in the letter. Submit a clean PDF and keep all correspondence with you saved somewhere, and make sure, you know, when you do send in the submission, also save that you did send in the submission, so there's nothing you have to worry about anymore. If you did enjoy this video and it helped you, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more practical Canadian tax videos. If you have any questions, post it in the comment section. Just general information, no private information as well. And again, this is general information, not personalized tax advice.